to say it. Cast your voice.
Welcome.
This is the place where you can provide your honest opinion free from judgment. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Happy Sunday.
Yes.
Today is the
22nd.
January 22nd.
Yes.
2023.
22 days since Happy New Year.
Yeah. And this year is rolling.
Rolling.
It's rolling. It ain't taking no prisoners.
Yeah, but I'm going back to my mini goals every day. I'm checking things off.
So you're still keeping up with it?
Still keeping up
So
with
that's
it.
awesome. Yay.
Yeah. But they're small things. So
but even
it's
the
just
fact that
feel
you
like,
committed
right.
to it and you're sticking with
Right.
it, that's awesome.
Yeah. So
It
let's
really
see
is.
if the same thing is occurring February 22nd.
You can keep going.
Well, how was your week?
Oh, I was a little frustrated because they have us working overtime, but you know how we do it. We want the money, but we don't want to do the work. Come on now.
But it probably goes by fast overtime.
No.
So do you have to do it like, let's say it's 4 hours you have to do. So do you have to do the straight 4 hours, or you can do an hour Monday, an hour Tuesday, an hour Wednesday?
The rules that we were given, you have to work 10 hours. I guess however you can get the 10 in for the month of January. But they didn't tell us till like this past week.
Okay.
So if they would have started with the beginning of January, you could already had them knocked out. But
Yeah.
yes, you can work an hour or two. So if you work from 6 to 2:30, you can stay on for a couple more hours and do the overtime if you like. But I'm usually tired and I have to go pick up a kid and things like that. So that weekday don't really work for me.
Well, well, I don't know what time you take your lunch or how long it is, but
30 minutes.
so if you give up your lunch a
You
few
can't
times
give
a
up
week,
your lunch.
oh, you can't give up your lunch?
That's illegal, they said.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, they have to give you 30 minutes.
Oh.
That's the legal part.
I know.
Yeah, you
I
can't
know.
give
Well,
it up.
I mean, EEOC says yes, you have to
Yeah.
take a lunch.
Well,
I think
it's
that's
the
what
federal
it is.
government,
employee
so they're
rights.
not going to like give you the green light for that.
Well, but see, then they need to look at what you're doing and change you to an exempt status.
Girl, they trying to make everybody come back in the office.
You know,
Like not even give you the come in
Option.
once a week.
Okay,
Make
so-
everybody come in full time every day again. I'm like, everybody gonna be sick again. You gonna spread every cootie, RVS, what is it? What is it?
RSVP.
Flu, 25, the 90th strain of COVID that they
Yes.
didn't put out. Nobody wants to be around a whole bunch of people right now.
okay, not even that part of it, but I just made a post because I just read that one of the big brokerage firms, Stanley Morgan or something like that, I guess the, CEO or whomever was saying, they're not giving their employees an option to work from home any longer. And I'm
Why?
thinking, right, and I look at those individuals at those companies because they're not the only ones. There's a few more
Yeah.
that are making these statements. And I hate to say this, but they're old school. And the new generation is about work-life balance. And
Definitely.
when leadership starts to change over because of the 360, all right, it's like younger people are going to be coming in. They're receptive to new normal, and it will be new normal.
Yeah. Or you're not going to get the quality workers that you're trying to attract.
It's like you have to look at what's best for your employees sometimes, not always.
But see, they're so far
The bottom
up
line.
that they can take off when they want to. That was another thing. We had a town hall meeting. OMG. It was, people were spitting fire mad.
But I think sometimes when people are at executive leadership level, they tend to work a lot. They're like overworkers, and they expect that of
Everybody else.
everyone, your employees. Well, the millennials and is it Gen Ys, they're about 30, maybe 20 hours a week. And the other 20s, I'm off. See, you do not ping me.
Yeah.
Do not email me. Do not call me. I am off work.
But and with that said, they usually are really good producers. They get their work done and everything,
Yes.
but they want that time away
Work-life
from work. Yeah.
balance.
Yeah. definitely something that all companies need to
Yes, consider.
incorporate.
Yes.
We beyond the consider part, because like you said, it's not, you're not going to attract someone that's a really good high quality candidate for a position, and then you tell them they have to come into this office every single
To do
day.
what? So you can see me?
Right. That's a little too much of
Turn
you
the
have
camera
control
on.
problem.
Yeah.
Okay, but even with the camera on, why as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing,
It's called
you
control.
don't need to see me. Like
Micromanagement.
I might want to sit and do my work with all my hair standing up on my head. I shouldn't have to show you that. That just might be my groove. You know what I'm saying? Though? So it's like for a meeting, or if you're having like a coaching session or something like that, of course you put on your camera and you talk to your coach or whatever. But I even understand the one day to a point for positions where you have to absolutely do something that's required in the building. But as you've seen, and I think most of America has seen, these jobs can be done at home, in a home environment, and done very well. Now, of course,
Efficiently,
you have
yeah.
those on the other side saying, well, a lot of people are slackers. If they're a slacker, they're just a slacker, whether they're at home or in the office. It just is what it is.
That's true.
I mean,
That's
they,
true.
they can only put on the front for so long.
But are you a slacker because your 15-minute break, you're taking a 10-minute nap versus going into a break room somewhere and sitting and talking to your,
Schmoozing.
coworkers?
Right.
That's, to me, that's not a slacker. That's
No.
just using your time the way you choose to use your time.
And you might need that break. You might need to
Yes.
close your eyes for that few minutes. You don't know what a person is going through
That's true.
or anything.
I mean, they start in preschool taking naps. When they need
And
to
they shoulda
continue
kept
that.
it on.
Right, exactly.
We need a nap now.
room. We need a nap room.
Yes.
So your week started off a little.
Oh man. Yeah, I didn't want to work the overtime, but I worked it.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, you don't think you thank God for the blessing because you're allowed to
Right.
even make more money or whatever. But it's just like you said, that work-life balance. And when you're not used to working overtime, it's like for me, it's like Saturdays that I do it, Saturday mornings. And it's,
Oh, okay.
yeah. But then I cleaned up and cleaned the stove and turned into Molly the maid.
All right.
Yeah. But some of the stuff needs to be done, like the stove, because once you cook during the holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, even though you don't have a whole bunch of people over or nothing, but you still cook, so the oven needed it bad.
I know yours is self-cleaning.
Yeah, but it's just something about you still
Yeah,
gotta
that's true.
get in there and
That's true.
oh my gosh, it was all kind of it's clean now.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
So
Well,
what did you do?
to be honest, it was work.
Another
Because
Rihanna
I
week.
know it's just like I went into the office twice this week to do some collaboration and to work on goals for 2023.
Okay.
And then I just accepted like a leadership meeting there in person. So where I work and based on my level, I'm not required, but it's suggested that we're there at least 2 days out of the month. But sometimes I tend to go in a little bit
That's
more.
not bad, though.
No, it's not.
That's not bad
Because,
at all. That's reasonable.
And right. And then sometimes it's needed because, you have that direct conversation with the individual, but it's not like a large
Every
group of people.
single day, though.
Spreading germs,
Every single day.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
waste of gas, waste of
Everything.
Yeah.
I don't
The
think
laundry increases.
everybody thinks about people that actually have kids still, where you have to actually.
Some single parents.
Yes.
where
And
they really have to do
child care is not
balance.
like it used to be either.
No, it's
so either you can't find it, or if you do, it's like $1 million. It's not even worth working.
And even if it was like it used to be, you can't trust people.
No.
You
That's
just
so
cannot
true.
trust them. So, and then for my personal business, there was occasion Thursday, there was occasion Friday, there was occasion Saturday.
Thank
So
you,
once I'm
Lord.
done with corporate
Thank you,
work,
Lord.
I have to go
Thank you,
to
Lord.
my second job. So I've been very, very busy. I don't think I've lost any weight though, because I think I've eaten more Twinkies in the last the last
Back
week.
away from the Twinkies. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it was a blessed week.
Yeah.
You know, I'm able to get up and go to work
Hey,
and put my mind to use. So, it was a good week.
that's good.
A good week.
That's very good.
So you said you learned something new from our Did You Know last week?
Yeah. So like when we discussed the Did You Know last week, which was Joseph Pulitzer for the Pulitzer Prize. Well, you asked me who actually won that. Well, first off, it was it's a prize in regards to like newspapers or literature or even music. I didn't know music, and I thought it was all journalism, but it
Okay.
was. So some people that you might know that have won a Pulitzer Prize:
Okay.
Bob Dylan,
Yes.
Duke Ellington.
Oh, yes.
Yes, okay. Aretha Franklin.
Yes.
Alex Haley for Roots.
Oh my
Yes, yeah,
gosh.
stuff like
yes.
that. Dr. Seuss.
Oh,
Yeah, so it's
my
like
God,
really
amazing.
good. And I remember reading Charlotte's Web. So it's E.B. White, the man that wrote Charlotte's Web. So he
Okay.
got one. So people like that do really good work, whether it's like journalism, like writing literature, authors and things like that. I thought it was strictly that, but it's singers too. But I guess
Okay.
because the singers wrote their music, so
So it's
yeah.
more artistic type
Yeah.
if you're in that artist type
Yeah,
field.
it's
Okay.
arty. Yeah.
Okay.
But I just thought it was strictly like newspapers or magazines or journalism or books. That's what I thought too. I didn't relate it to music as much. But yeah.
Learn something
So that's
new
what I found out about
every
that.
day. Well, I found out that the prize is not just like a trophy or a plaque.
No, it's
It's
monetary,
money.
yeah.
Yes. You get some money from behind
Yeah.
that. So I
That's
wonder,
awesome.
what can I do to win the Pulitzer?
We're gonna write a say it book. we gonna write a say it book.
That would be nice.
Yeah. That would be awesome.
Yeah. So I think for next week, did you know? Because I had gotten an interesting email from one of our executive leadership team members at work, and it was so neat. This young lady is amazing as a leader. First of all, I like the fact that with the town hall, because she said she was busy with her children. Wait a minute.
Look at that now.
Blessing. Busy with her children, she recorded the town hall presentation to share with students. Only thing you had to do was click on it and listen to it. And when she started out with that, I listened not only once, not only twice.
That is
but
exactly
3
what we
times.
need
That
in
was
every
so-
organization.
Oh my gosh, it was amazing. But at the end of this presentation, it took us to Dr. Seuss. And I am going to share it on next week on how you can take Dr. Seuss and use that in your life to accomplish what you need to accomplish.
Well, we will definitely be in tune for that one.
That's like
That's gonna
taking
be
it
awesome.
back to the basics.
You know,
start with
sometimes you
Dr.
have to.
Seuss. Right, you do.
Sometimes you have to break
do.
it all the way down.
You do.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this.
Well,
lady.
you had me with, she said, because she was busy with her.
Yes.
See, she prioritized, because, yes, we are thankful for our blessings as
Yes.
our careers
Yes.
or jobs or whatever, but
But you have,
you got to do
our
what you got to
leaders
do.
have families.
Yes, you do.
And they need to spend time with
With
their
their families,
families.
yeah.
So that was just, and I'm going to send that to the cloud.
Yeah.
And then once I leave the company, if it's retirement or what it is,
You
I'm
go-
asking for permission. Can I please take this with me?
That is awesome, though.
Yeah, it was great. It was great. So that'll be our did you know for
Yeah.
next week. It'll be interesting. Dr. Seuss. What can you learn from Dr. Seuss as an adult?
Probably a whole bunch.
Yes.
Well, I also wanted to mention that Mr. President, ex-president, he'll always be a president,
Right.
Obama, tweeted today that today would have been the 50th anniversary of Roe versus Wade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I
it
think
got
I've been hearing about
overturned
that.
in
Yeah.
2022. And that just stopped me in my track, like, wow, something had been going on that long, and they had that,
Yeah.
and someone
Yeah.
come right along and from what I'm understanding, it wasn't even a woman that was doing this. Is a male. No offense to men, but you can't have a baby. You can't even get pregnant. So why are you even in the conversation?
So you're saying from the last amendment that happened with
Yeah, and what was it? June 24, 2022.
okay,
They
okay.
switched it. So
Yeah,
now they
there's
have
something in
something
the
against
news.
abortions where you can't.
Yeah.
It's like 18 states that like put a whole lot of restrictions
Oh,
on
right. You
having
right.
getting
You
abortions.
that is illegal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think there's something about someone I guess blew the whistle on who drafted the
The actual thing.
yeah. I've been hearing a little bit
I
about
gotta look
that
some
in the media.
into that further
Yeah.
then, because that
Yeah.
I just didn't understand like what you decide to do with your body.
Yeah.
That's between you and God.
Yeah.
I don't think that you should tell me what I should do to my body. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Especially when you can't even carry a baby. Like you can't even. You.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, I know in the state of Missouri,
You can't do nothing here but carry a gun.
the legislative office, whatever they call it there, they did pass a law, state law, that if you are a woman or lady, and you're in those meetings in Jefferson City, you have to wear a jacket. They don't want your arms exposed. Something of the sort.
What is an
So
arm gonna do? Distract them. Anybody out there that's into this type of stuff? What can an arm do
I'm gonna.
in a meeting
I
that
believe it
could?
was on. It had something to do with putting on a jacket, covering up your arm, show something of the sort. Whatever it was like, really?
Yeah,
Did I hear this correctly?
maybe somebody in there got an arm fetish. You never know.
It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, that
And
you never
it was
know.
on it was like on CNN, Missouri, for this on CNN.
See, told you.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Well, I guess I'm not into politics, but I guess you just make sure you got on a long sleeve shirt when you go that day. I don't know, but you
It's
think
just
they have other pressing matters
exactly.
that doesn't have anything to do with
Exactly.
an arm. But that didn't make sense to me, but yeah. Okay, well,
Yes. So, with social media, we've been hearing a lot about you accepting you as yourself and not expecting.
yeah. So this is the one thing that I found, and we're going to discuss it. Let's see if we can get this to show
Okay.
for everyone.
You got it? Mm-hmm. Did it? Oh, there it is. It's there.
So this is our Facebook post of the day, of the week, I should say. And it simply says, "Stop expecting you from people."
That's true.
And it just rang true because it's like you can want the best for someone. You could have like experienced something or went through something and know like, oh, this works or this doesn't work. And you're trying to relay that information to them and they're just seeing you like, I don't want to hear nothing you talking about. And it's like you have to be receptive that you might not be received well. You can't expect them to receive you like you would have wanted to be received.
Yes.
Or, some things happen in life. You like, if somebody would have just told me this, I wouldn't have did it. But nowadays, you don't get that. You expect someone to treat you right, and they don't treat you right.
Right. I mean, I think a lot of us look at other individuals and some of the things that they do, and you're like, I wouldn't do that. So why are you doing it? Well, they're not you.
That's true.
Everyone is different. And
That's
I
true.
was at church this morning, and mentally, I was speaking out loud. Okay. And,
In my mind.
right. And I'm like, somebody made a real rude statement to me last week in church. It's like, okay, I heard you. I'm like, Oh, well, thank you. I didn't.
Real curt, huh?
Right. I didn't ask that question. And in my mind today, I was like, oh, that person's mean. Done. Cut off. No more
She is
conversation.
so quick to cut people off.
Yes. No more
we're gonna
conversation.
We're going to pray for her for that.
But, the pastor was saying, you kind of have to be the bigger person, which I do understand. But my thing is, that person that's mean needs to learn to be the bigger person and not be mean.
Yeah, or
It's not right.
Sometimes
it's
it's not
right.
what you say, it's how you say it.
It's what you say and how you say it.
Well, sometimes it's sometimes things need to be said, but it's just your delivery. You know what I'm saying? Like if you could be telling someone no, but you don't gonna be like, nah. You be like, this is why I can't do that, or this is why I'm not available.
Yeah.
Something a little more. You don't got to be so rough. Like,
and I really tried to be that person, but I do expect people to be nice, and it's just not
reciprocated.
Right.
Yeah.
My husband's like, you always try to look for what's good in someone. Yeah, that's just me. I'm like, well, maybe the person
but then
did
when
this
you don't
because
get
of this.
it, you're like, I'm cutting them off.
I do. I'm like, you know what?
So you shouldn't expect
You're just
it.
mean. No more conversation.
The key word to this is expecting.
Yeah.
So I guess the question to listeners would be, what are your expectations from other people? Like, do you expect them to think like you, or at least not necessarily think like you, but like, at least know where you're coming from without it coming off messed up or being like, oh, maybe they hate and they don't want to see me.
Right.
You could be telling somebody, hey, don't go out there and jump out there and do that, because I'm telling you, it's something to pay for. And they come out, oh, she just hating because she don't want to see me have
women
none.
do that.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm trying to tell you, it's a payment that comes with that. Like, there's repercussions to that.
Exactly.
Like, hey. Yeah. But so sometimes you mean well, but it's not received well.
That's true.
So.
That is true.
Yeah.
So, let us know. Hopefully you're watching our podcast episodes at YouTube. And if so, please let us know what you think about expecting others to be to be like you. You really can't do
even
that.
As children, do you expect your children, even though you're trying to give them the best guidance, the best everything, it's like they don't listen to none you say and they go do the total opposite. And then when it bombs, first person they go, mama. It's like, I try to tell you, don't do that. So, yeah.
Yeah. And learn as much as you can about Dr. Seuss, because we will be talking about Dr. Seuss.
So, stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. And then until next time, may the Lord watch between me and thee while we're absent one from another. Say it.
Mm-hmm.